Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Kalpana Dikshit, Research Supervisor, Barkatullah University, Bhopal. I am going to present my lesson on mental health and nutrition. As you all know, that mental health and nutrition are mutually connected with each other. If you take proper balanced diet, you will be happy mentally and healthy physically. So let me explain you what are the connectivity of mental health and nutrition. Choose health. This is the campaign of today. You have to select the proper ingredient for your daily breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner so that you can keep yourself energized, happy, and fit. So you can fulfill this command. Okay, food and brain. The food we eat can have an impact on the size of our brain function, and our mental health. Research has shown that higher diet quality is associated with improved mental well-being. Choose more whole, minimally processed foods like vegetables and fruits, legumes, whole grains, lean meat, and fish. Choose less ultra processed food. Feed your mind. What is the meaning of this sentence? Actually, food and mental well being are supporting each other. If you take proper diet with vitamin, minerals, nutrients, and a colorful vegetable, green, red, orange, so that will make you happy and mentally sound and happy and healthy. So you have to feed your mind. If you take proper diet, your mind will be supported and will be feel happy and healthy. Today we will learn about effect of certain foods and our mental health. What food to choose for good mental health? How to eat for good mental health? What is good for brain? These are the questions we are going to discuss here. What is mental health? Mental health is a state of well being in which every individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to her or his community. There is no health without mental health. The effect of food. It is definitely very well researched that food always impact on your health, whether it is mentally or physically. But the question is that the relationship between diet and physical health is already clear, but the connection between food and mental health is emerging. Now researchers are doing extensive research on the connectivity of food and mental health. Quality of diet and mental health. How both are connected. It is well known that what we eat has a big impact on our physical health, including our risk of developing chronic disease like diabetes and heart disease. However, there is new and emerging research showing that the quality of our diet can have an impact on our mental health too. What we eat is associated with our mood, behavior, and cognition. So, this is the connectivity you will find next food and brain connection. Previously, Research focus on single nutrients like magnesium, vitamin D, etc. But we don't just eat single nutrients. Shifting focus to dietary pattern versus single nutrients. So you have to consume lot of balanced diet in your daily meal so that you will get all type of mineral, vitamin and supporting nutrients. Food and brain connection. New and emerging research suggesting dietary patterns are associated with mental health. Certain ways that diet has been shown to impact mental health are inflammation, oxidative stress, brain plasticity, hippocampal volume. That is a new term. Food and brain connection. Heavy diet pattern. Example are high in fat, sugar, refined carbohydrate, and diet pattern rich in vegetable and fruit, whole grain, healthy fats, etc. So how both type of diet patterns are affecting your body? If you take high diet patterns meal, then it will increase inflammation, increase oxidative stress, and decrease hippocampal volume. And if you consume diet pattern rich in vegetables and fruits, it will decrease inflammation, oxidative stress, and hippocampal volume will be increased. This is just opposite to the high fat and low fat diet. Brain function of selected major nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. Part 1. Vitamin K involved in the development of the nervous system and affects calcium regulation in the brain through osteocalcium 72. Iron, essential cofactor for the production of ATP 64, plays an essential role in hemoglobin for ensuring there is sufficient oxygen in the brain for oxidative metabolic function in the enzyme system involved in the production of serotonin, norepinephrine, epinephrine, and dopamine. Magnesium function as a coenzyme, roles in the metabolism of carbohydrates and fats to produce ATP and in the synthesis of nucleic acids, DNA and RNA and protein 64 important for the active transport of iron such as potassium and calcium across cell membrane and for cell signal 64. Brain function of selected major nutrients, vitamins and minerals. Part 2. Magnesium. Magnesium deficiency results in lowering the calcohydrogen content of the brain and potassium in the brain. Potassium channel regulate neuronal signaling. Potassium channel may also regulate cell volume and protect neurons under metabolic stress. Role in energy metabolism. So we have to watch the next ingredient that is very important and we are using in our daily life, consuming in each and every vegetables and cereals also. So this is called sodium. Sodium voltage gated sodium channel allows sodium ion to enter the brain cell. Zinc roles in protein synthesis as well as structure and regulation of gene expression. 76. Serves in neurons and glial cells. Certain zinc enriched region, example hippocampus are especially responsive to dietary zinc deprivation, which can cause learning impairment and olfactory dysfunction also. Chlorides. Negatively charged chloride ion cause influx of sodium ion and reverse the brain cell to its resting state. So it is very much important. The intersection of nutrition and the mind. This is in 10 steps, 10 different aspects of the intersection of nutrition and the mind. Societal, societal shift. As the society is being changed, diet patterns is gradually changed. Societal shift and then changes in the typical diet pattern. Naturally, the young generation, adolescent, teenage, and also some adult people are consuming so much of fast food in their daily lives. So, this is also create harm to the brain and mental health itself. Food insecurity, many times it happens that people are consuming poor food, poor ingredient food because of they don't have proper food and they feel insecurity so that they can consume whatever they receive. And genetics. Genetics also impact the brain function and your dietary patterns also. Then nutrition in the prenatal environment. If a mother is consuming full of enriched food, then definitely the next generation will surely very much competent to take the very nutritive foods in their personal life and their mind and health will be sound naturally. Long-term poor nutrition is also a major aspect of poor mental health. Then cortisol depletion, one of the reasons, energy and glucose, burst of energy and reduction of energy, both are impact your mental health. Then antioxidant effects, this also impact your brain health and your mental health. This is one of the important cause of food ingredient and mental health. Then membranes function and neurotransmitter effects. This is also very much important because as you consume good nutritious food, then naturally your neurons will recharge and function automatically in advanced state and in very well position. So you will be happy and healthy by your mind, body, and soul. What does this mean? The foods we eat can have an impact on the size of our brain. our brain function, and our mental well-being. So we have to consume proper balanced diet every time in each and every meal. What are teens eating? Nowadays, you all have been observed that one of two of calories are coming from ultra processed food. These foods are, as you know, the fast food, pizza, burger, and other French fries, and preserved and processed other preserved and processed foods. And like the same way, they are consuming synthetic drinks in their daily life so that their bone will be decayed and their mental health will be so stressed and so unhealthy so that they can get irritated and aggressive. This is the one of the reason. High calorie food. Half of calories are coming from ultra processed food. Warwick 2016 has explained this that ultra processed foods are soft drinks, fruit juices, packed breads, candy, and sweets, fast food, sauces and spreads, breakfast, cereals, chips, crackers, and other salty snacks, processed meat products also under this category. These foods are high in calories, fat, sodium, and sugar, and low in nutritional value. So, don't consume this type of food in your daily meal pattern. What are teens not eating? Teens are not consuming green vegetables, fruits, colorful vegetables because their stomach is already full with different type of fast food and synthetic things. So this is advisable to all the parents and teacher and instructor and mentor and counselor. Please, whenever you get time, counsel and guide all the adolescents, all the teens, and all the person you are consuming fast food in your surroundings. Give them a proper advice to consume proper, healthy, and balanced diet. What should we be eating? Overall diet pattern is important. Specifically increase intake of vegetables and fruit, legumes, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and food rich in omega 3s. Mediterranean diet decrease intake of processed food, etc. So what we have to do, what should be eating? We have to take Mediterranean diet and decrease intake of processed food so that we can make our mind, body physically and mentally fit and happy. Then, what about our meal pattern? We have to take breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. So, food is our body's main fuel. We need to loop it up regularly with a balance of food groups to keep blood sugar stable. So we have to consume each and every meal from breakfast to dinner so that we cannot miss any meal and cannot lose our energy level. This is the concept behind this. This is our food loop, and this is the indication of fuel that we are, if we consume all the four meals regularly, we will definitely get proper fuel for our body and mind. Then other thing is that is, what about meal timing? Many times we skip our breakfast, then we get tired, and we will go for a high quantity lunch and which high in sugar because you are hungry. If we are hungry, then we skip our dinner also and we will survive on the evening snack itself. So please don't miss any meal timing. You have to be regular for consuming each and every time your meal with proper minerals, vitamins, and nutrients. And this is what is the impact? This is the impact, Humphrey. It's a very huge impact. Carbohydrates are digested into sugar that are absorbed and used as energy. Sugar is the main fuel your muscles and cells use, and the only fuel your brain uses. When your blood sugars drop, this is when you can become irritable, have trouble thinking, etc. When we eat a large meal high in processed carbohydrate, these are digested quickly and result in a blood sugar spike followed by a drop, leaving you feeling tired and hungry again soon after. Sugar crash. Sugar crash is a most advanced word nowadays. Healthy eating tips. What is this picture is indicating? You have to consume many vegetables, fruits. This is indication only. This is not this much of a small quantity. This is indication. You have to take green vegetable. You have to take different colors of vegetable. You have to take citrus fruit in your daily diet, either in breakfast, evening is or in evening snack. So this is the proper balanced diet. What is healthy eating? I am suggesting you here. Fill one of four your plate with vegetables and fruit, one fourth with protein food, and one fourth with whole grain food. Choosing food from a variety of food groupings to ensure that you are getting the fuel and nutrients your body and mind need to function. Eat roughly every 3 to 4 hours. We want to feel hungry before our next meal or snack out, not so hungry that we don't feel well or make less healthy choices. So you have to take balanced diet at proper time with full of carbohydrate and proteins. Balanced diet. What is this? Eating balanced snack with carbohydrate and protein can help you feel fueled and satisfied until your next meal. Listen to your body. It will let you know when you have had enough. Your body clock is more important than your emotions and taste bud. Healthy snack examples: hard boiled egg with grapes, nut butter with one apple, banana, Ubis with whole grain crackers, handful of nuts with one piece of fruit, cheese with grapes, 3 by 4 cup of plain Greek yogurt with 1 cup of berries, whether green or blue berries or red berries. So this is a balanced pattern of diet where you have to consume protein and carbohydrate in a combination. Tip 1. Eat regular balanced meal. Include a variety of food from food guide. Make whole or minimally processed food the basic of your diet. Tip 3. Develop practice and share cooking skills. Tip 4. Make mealtime a priority. Make eating a priority. This begins by placing value on eating since we all make time for things we value. Most of us live very busy and busy lives with many competing priorities. So, some priorities are pushed to the top of our list and others are pushed to the bottom. I would suggest that you make a conscious decision to push eating to the top of your list. You will eat healthier if you plan to make time to eat versus grabbing food when you get hungry. Eat mindfully. What is this? Research shows there is a significant positive relationship between mindful eating and mental well-being. Khan and Javier 2014 have explained this. Another study found mindful eating is strongly and positively associated with psychological health indicators such as better body image and lower levels of depression. Van Dyke and Water 2013 have explained this research. Summary. Now I would like to conclude my today's presentation on these points. The food we eat can have an impact on the size of our brain function, and our mental health. Research has shown that higher diet quality is associated with improved mental well-being. Choose more whole, minimally processed foods like vegetables and fruits, legumes and whole grains, lean meats and fish. Choose less ultra-processed foods. This is my humble advice to all type of learner present here. And thank you so much. I am really feeling proud to be associated with you all. Thank you. Thank you so much.